see shit they say. What? Got too much money spread across my face. I did a 10 yesterday, went home, put 7 in my safe. This ain't no luck, I grind, boy, I'm everything you ain't.
As Special Agent in Charge Brown alluded to, we're here to talk about, for the Northern District of Georgia, the material that's in front of me here today. This all comes from an operation that occurred last Friday in Forest Park, Georgia, where FBI and DEA agents assigned to the HSTF arrested 2 men, Rico DeVille Bice, aka Casino, and David Estevan Montillo Diaz. Defendant Bice was caught fleeing from an Airbnb rental where agents were executing a federal search warrant. Bice was carrying a rubber-banded stack of cash, about approximately $4,000, but a lot more banded cash, approximately $380,000 worth, was found inside the home, along with approximately 21 kilograms of suspected fentanyl, a money counting machine, a vacuum sealer used to package bricks of illegal narcotics, and the Glock 19 semi-automatic pistol that's on the table. Because just 2 milligrams of fentanyl is a lethal amount, 21 kilograms is enough fentanyl to kill millions of people, and its street value is nearly $500,000. Diaz, the second defendant who's charged in this case, is a Southern California resident with no ties to the Northern District of Georgia. He was inside the Airbnb house when agents arrived. We believe that Diaz's connection to California is significant because we know, as mentioned earlier, the Mexican drug cartels smuggle fentanyl into our country over the southwest border. Here, the work of the HSTF in just a single night took millions of deadly doses of fentanyl off the street, denied the cartels more than $800,000 worth of drug proceeds between the cash seized and the value of the fentanyl seized, and led to the arrest of the 2 men who now face the prospect of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. This is just the latest of many successes of the HSTF here in Atlanta. Some of you may recall that Special Agent Brown and I stood here not long ago to announce the HSTF's record-breaking seizure of nearly 100 kilograms of fentanyl, approximately 150 kilograms of methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, and marijuana, and dozens of firearms, including a machine gun. The squad responsible for that seizure back in June is the same squad that seized these drugs last week. And in both cases, the fentanyl was stamped with a Louis Vuitton mark to note its high potency.
That right there, when he said in both cases, they both were stamped with Louis Vuitton prints. So that means the work that they seized in that first bust from 100 kilos was the same work that they got from Casino. So 9 times out of 10, somebody out that first bus gave up Casino.
Because the unit cost of fentanyl is relatively low, drug traffickers and drug dealers are mixing fentanyl into a large portion of the illicit drugs that are sold on the street here in Atlanta or over the internet. More concerning is that fentanyl is commonly mixed into counterfeit pills that are pressed by drug traffickers and then sold on the street or on the internet as legitimate Xanax, Percocet, Adderall, oxycodone, or other prescription drugs. So the seizure of these 21 kilograms of fentanyl should be yet another warning to the public that fentanyl is being mixed into almost all drugs that dealers are selling on the street or online. And I cannot stress this more strongly. If a pill or a powder or another substance did not come from a doctor, a pharmacist, or some other healthcare provider, you should assume that it contains fentanyl and you should not consume it.
Welcome to Black Coffee Cafe, y'all. This is a new season, new episode, new everything, y'all. Today we got Casino. Casino is a rapper. He's Future brother. They from the FBG, Free Band Gang. He's known for his edgy trap lyrics like Wraith and Low Key featuring T.I. Casino is a well-known ATL street legend with alleged enormous street success. like what he say in all his videos and all his lyrics. All his lyrics is basically, if you listen to Casino, he kind of basically telling on himself. Like,
I'm low key like the blood, but I'm selling out a drug. I'm serving that cocaine. I re-rock everything.
you know what I'm saying? I know it's just music and entertainment, but I hate to see people go down like this. Like, especially with the plugs that Casino got. Now, I'm not just talking about the street plugs. You know, I was once in the streets myself way back in the days when I was younger. So I know a little about the streets, and I know when people in the streets, you come up with street plugs. But once you be connected like how he connected with rappers, he got videos with T.I., his brother is Future. He got enough legal plugs to leave the streets alone and start something legally. He could have started a podcast, and his podcast would have did better than the music based on the fact his brother Future. He could have got Future on a podcast. How many people got Future on their podcast? How many people can get T.I. on a podcast? How many people he can get whole Atlanta on his podcast? That's why I give shouts out to Big Bank. Shouts out to Big Bank, because Big Bank, you know, allegedly, I don't know none of the Atlantic street politics, but I just know from my knowledge, from recognized game, I can tell Big Bank was one of those ones that was in the streets before. And real street people, this only when people like want the fame. When you want the fame, instead of like wanting a real life, wanting to get out the streets. Cause like most people hustle to get out the streets. I'm gonna say some people hustle to get out the streets. Most people hustle for the fame. Most people hustle for the women, the cars, the jewelry, the clothes. You know what I'm saying? The lifestyle. They just like the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And most of those people don't really. Cause I came, like I said, I came up in the streets. Like where I'm from Flint. I'm from Michigan, where a lot of people, it's probably one in every state though, but a lot of people started off young, started off 14, 15 years old. So that's, you know what I'm saying, that's what motherfuckers wanted, the cars and the clothes. But we started off young in that age, because not just for the fame, you can tell the difference in people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to throw shade on nobody or nothing. I'm just saying this is how it is. You can tell the difference once you grow up young hustling. You know that you can tell the difference in people. Like some people, you can tell, and you look at the success rate of it. The people that was hustling for the money, cars, and the fame, and the clothes, and the hoes, a lot of those people went down. A lot of those people got what they wanted, what they hustled for, and they kept going with it, and that's what they wanted, and they went down. A lot of them people got busted and went down because that's what they wanted, the money, the fame, the lifestyle of the shit. They got the lifestyle and they kept going. They could have been left this shit alone. They could have did something different. And the people that was hustling because they ain't had no choice, because a lot of people started off, the most successful people that I've seen was like the spoiled people. Their mamas had good jobs, they got good allowances and shit like that, so they can take their money that their mama give them. Their mama might give them Christmas money or a good allowance or something, and they could take that and they get in the street. Their mama give them money for clothes. They, instead of buying clothes, they get in the game with the money, and they, you know what I'm saying, and them be the successful people when we're younger. Them be the ones because they can't fall off. They always own. Their mom bought them the car. Their parents got them the nice car, so now they got the car to get around and make these plays and make, you know what I'm saying? They got the transport, they got all that. Them be the ones that like be successful, but in the future, they keep going with that shit and they end up, you know what I'm saying? But the ones that ain't had no choice, they were hustling because they was broke. They didn't have the parents that was gonna buy them the cars, and they really had to get out there and get it out the mud. They couldn't just buy the clothes and shit like that with their money that they made out the streets. They really had to hustle, had to help moms with the bills and shit like that. Like them was the ones I seen with the real success out of it, because when they got enough money, they started something different. You know what I'm saying? Because this wasn't what they was hustling for. They wasn't hustling for the lifestyle. They was hustling to live, to put food on the table, to do this and that. When they got enough money to, hey, I can afford, I got food on the table, we got a home, we got cars, we got this and that. They ventured off into different legal things, like, let me start a little business, let me start a little food stand, a food truck, or a little restaurant, or a barbershop, or, you know what I'm saying, a lawn care service. Or they branched off in different things. They just ain't want to just have a bunch of success at the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying, like, there's some people out there that really just out there that really got to hustle. I just hate to see people that really got the lane to leave this shit alone. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people hustle to leave this shit alone. The real people. The real people wish, I know so many people that wish they had them type of lanes that these people be having. Not the plugs, though. The real lanes. Once you hustle so far and you get them lanes and you around all these superstars and shit, that's a way you can start a different lane now. You don't have to do this. Your name is big. Once you get so big and your name is into this entertainment world, you know what I'm saying? We all learn from Big Meech. Like I say, that was Big Meech's problem. Big Meech had enough money to branch off and do something legal. He tried it, but, you know, it kind of didn't work. You know what I'm saying? He tried the BMF thing, but it was just the street shit was too big. You know what I'm saying? The street fame was too big. The lifestyle was too big. You know what I'm saying? I just hate to see people just like this that go out like this. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the Fetty, though. The fentanyl, I ain't a person to judge because I come from the street, but I ain't ever endeavoring stuff like that, like fentanyl, dog food. Like, I was more of marijuana and a little step up over that, like that, in the game. But when it come to stuff that's killing people like fentanyl, I don't think no black man should ever sell that or touch that or have anything to do with that type of stuff. We already went through the crack epidemic. We already went through the crack tore our generation and our culture up, and to enter that into the culture, nah, I don't think that's I don't condone in that, because they, for one, they cracking down on that shit. They ain't playing with that shit. They's not playing with that shit. They ain't playing with that shit. They cracking down on that shit. And I ain't the one to judge by, but I'ma tell the truth. And the truth is, I don't think casino should have been nowhere around that type of shit. Especially when you got shit going on. You got future name tied to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's other things you can do. It's other things you can do, brother. It was other things he could have did. He could have started it's so much streaming shit, so many platforms he could have started, you know what I'm saying, with his name, just with the people that he around. For real. It's with the people he around. And then the music he was making good music, but he was telling everything, and they hip to that now. Those people is hip to that now. They hip to all that. They know now that any person that blows up out the neighborhood, 9 times out of 10, any person that's successful with the music, with videos and all them videos and everything was paid for street money. They hip to that now. They hip to that now. The new artists, everybody, the breakout artists and everybody from the street, they know it's some street money behind him, or they came from, you know what I'm saying? They know. They know. So if you're an artist out there and you from the streets, and once you break out and get to doing videos and all that, it's time to hang it up. The other shit up. Once you get the buzzing and all that, it's time to hang it up. Once your name buzzing, it's time to hang it up. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, he was deep in the game. You definitely can't be deep in the game. And your name buzzing. It's time to start something different. For real, it's time to start something different. Especially when your name buzzing. Because there's so many people out there that wish they was in his position, the legal position, not just in with the street plugs. There's so many people that wish they can be close to Future. You know what I'm saying? Have the city on Atlanta on their back like that. You know what I'm saying? So much shit he could have did legally. But hey, that's what it is. It is what it is, y'all. I'm DB the Big Homie, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe. It don't cost you nothing. Don't cost you a penny. You don't even break a sweat hitting the button, y'all. For real. So subscribe to this channel. Help me get to 500. I'm just trying to get to 500 subscribers, y'all. That's it. My goal is 500. Help me get to this goal, y'all. Like, comment, and see y'all next video, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.